Hi, I'm Heather from booktubes, and today is a Kindle Unlimited TBR. This is where I just tell you all the books I've checked out from Kindle Unlimited at the moment. I have 9 today. That's what I have. That's what you're going to get. I have been obviously doing Love in the Night all week. You're getting this tomorrow, so I'm filming this kind of last minute, but I wanted it to be as up to date as possible. I also wanted it to be as much what I'm in the mood for after Love in the Night as possible. Even though I have a vlog planned for next week that I'll be filming, only one, maybe two, but only one of the books on this list even qualify for that vlog, and I'm not even sure if it will be included. So this isn't really my reading plans for after Love in the Night, because that vlog is, but nonetheless, these are the books I've added to KU after having done Love in the Night all week. Okay? So the first one is Demon Magic in a Martini, which is the Guild Codex Spellbound, #4 by Annette Marie. This is an 8-book urban fantasy series, and it's interconnected into, it's one of 4, I think, interconnected series. And this one I am really enjoying. I've been reading them back to back. They're fun. I've been giving them 4 stars. They're a good time. So we have a human who accidentally becomes a bartender for a magic guild, even though humans aren't supposed to know about mythics and they're not allowed to be employed by the guild. And she has a interaction with 3 mages, and they become her best friends, and possible love interest is not white shoes at all. And yeah, she just kind of accidentally stumbles into things through dumb luck over and over and over again. And it's fun. It's fun. These books are not too long, which I think is a huge mark in their favor. But again, I'm on book 4 in the last couple of days, so a good time is being had. Then the next one I have is Devotion, which is Central Cities #1 by Claire Kent. So I believe this takes place in the same world as Last Light and the Kindled series. And it is a dystopian world, but this is set 45 years after the world ended. So I think same world, but later timeline. And the central cities, the idea is that you have these cities, I think in the middle of the United States, but these cities that, you know, banded together and did pretty well after the fall of the world, basically through a meteor. You know, they have their own society now. And one of those things is that for the palace, you can have like a paid companion, and she has always wanted this job. So it's basically a 1-to-1 companion, escort, all of that, right? So she is paid for sex. She is a sex worker, as far as I know. But the guy that she gets assigned to, he's not from the city. He thinks that the system is messed up. He is not into any of it at all. He didn't even want a companion, but he has to have one. And she's just like, you keep me safe and I keep you comfortable. This is not a bad system. So very curious to read that. The second book is going to come out later this year. It'll be my next Claire Kent. The next one I have is Elevator Pitch by Evelyn Lay. I have never read this author before, and this is an anxious homebody makes a fuck it list to try and, you know, get outside of her house, and she ends up having her hot neighbor help her out. He actually runs a dating app and, you know, doesn't believe in love. She is going to be his date to his ex's wedding, as per usual, so that's their mutual arrangement, and, you know, they fall in love. Then I have Trial of the Sun Queen, which is Artifacts of Uranus. That's probably wrong. Uranus? Maybe that. By Nisha J. Tooley. So I saw that this series is actually leaving Kindle Unlimited soon, and so because of that, I specifically want to know if it works for me or not. I've seen it recommended many times by many people with similar reading tastes to mine. And I did read the first chapter in a try chapter challenge. It will be easiest for me to access it through Kindle Unlimited, and maybe you would like to know that's in Kindle Unlimited, so that's why I'm telling you. This is a girl in a prison. She ends up accidentally ending up in a trial to be the next queen of like a neighboring country, and she has to fight her way through all of that to do that. So fun times. Then I have Her Dark Reflection by Haley Jade. This is the evil queen of Snow White origin / reimagining story. So she is scarred from an attack and she makes a deal with a stranger, and he is going to help her become queen, and he gives her a glamour of extreme beauty. But he has his own game plan and she's just a piece in that. And so she, you know, is falling in love with him and stuff, and also trying to not be sacrificed and not lose. Then I have Off the Hook by Julie Olivia. Again, like, I don't know these authors. I don't know any of these authors. This one, she's going to be his nanny for the summer, but she is his brother's ex-fiance, but she is making him feel alive again. We shall see. This either really annoys me or it works. Then I have The Dragon's Rose by Tati B. Alvarez. Her sister betrays her, but she takes her sister's place anyways and becomes the bride for the Dragon King, and he's watching his entire species fade away, and she might be the solution, you know, their salvation, all of that stuff. These are interconnected standalones, and I also believe that there's some good female friendship rep in this book, which I love. So I don't even really know how it got on my radar, but there it is. And then I have In Good Company by Kat Singleton. This is the ex's brother. He's a billionaire, she's a private chef, and there's first proximity, and the billionaire is like pursuing her heavily. I don't know how like any of these got on here, but here they are. And then lastly, I have The Wastelander by E.S. Luck. This I do know was a Kindle recommendation for like the Kindled series by Claire Kent, or Goodreads, one or the other, but it was because of the Claire Kent books. This is dystopian. She has lived in this compound the whole time. She has an assigned husband and everything. She, you know, does everything, and then there's like a coup or an attack or something happens. She ends up outside the compound, and she is terrified of the Wastelanders, and of course one of them finds her and is trying to keep her safe, but he does not want to keep her. He wants this to be a temporary thing, and she's falling in love with him. Yada yada yada. I am not sure if this is a standalone or not on the couple. So that's it. Guess this is a really quick video. Oh well, you got one, you're welcome. Let me know if I should prioritize any of these. Let me know if you've read any of these or read anything by these authors, because the only authors that I'm familiar with are Claire Kent, Annette Marie, and then of course Nisha J. Tooley I've heard a lot about, but I haven't actually read a book by her. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.